is Monday, November the 27th, 2023. I am James. You are you. We are here for the most wonderful wheel of the year. That's right. Another wheel episode on At Home with James, live on the world's nerdiest internet website. This ain't your daddy's wheel. This ain't your mommy's wheel. This ain't your drunk Auntie Colleen's wheel. This ain't your perverted Uncle Yvonne's wheel. This is the holiday wheel of wonder. Why? Because it was a week ago tonight that we officially rung in the holiday season right here on the At Home Internet Show when we lit my Christmas tree. And guess what? I have still, to this day, got the Amadeus 180 installed on my computer. I'm going to touch the button so we can revisit the decorated tree. It's getting a little warm, and it has officially begun moving. Wow, the kids love it. The kids love a beautifully lit and decorated Christmas tree. It was a week ago tonight that we plugged in the lights and celebrated the greatest time of year, not only on this show, but in the world, Christmas time. And tonight, it is the second official holiday-themed episode of the holiday season, but you can't have a wheel without a guest. Or should I say, a panel of guests, because we have loaded tonight's episode with a series of who's in the at-home world. So if you're asking yourself out there, in internet land, James, when are you going to bring the guests on? The answer is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please welcome our Holiday Wheel of Wonder panelists. Wow, it's just happy faces personified here. Let's start with the one and the only, Alex Brown. Alex, kind of look like Marv from Home Alone.
Yeah, well, I dressed up for you. Yeah. Your producer reached out and asked me ahead of the show. So.
Oh, Devin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your intern, right? Or,
yeah. Our production assistant. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
He doesn't get paid though.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
He doesn't get paid.
That's okay. Yeah. Well.
Well, thanks for being here tonight, Alex.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Annabelle, I love that you're festively dressed. We've got some reindeer antlers. Welcome to the program. Last time we saw you, you were in a bathing suit in a hot tub.
That's right. A bit different this time
around.
Bit,
just a bit. Yeah, you were in a, I believe we called it a cauldron of ladies.
That's right. It was real tasty.
Well, oh, yuck.
You drank it.
I do have to say that I like that you've taken a wholesome turn tonight. You've got holiday decor around the house and holiday accessories on your head, and you're wearing a top.
Yes, I am.
Kids love wear tops. Let's move on. Marilyn, last time you were here, or should I say were meant to be here, was on Halloween night when you were supposed to be a judge of the pumpkin carve. You just never showed up.
That's a baller move.
What happened, Marilyn? We've yet to get to the bottom of it.
I had a friend in town visiting, and basically that's what happened. And I was just away. I didn't even answer messages. The phone was in my pocket. And yeah, I zapped that one. Usually I put reminders on my phone. This time I didn't.
I do have to say, I was mildly concerned tonight you'd also forget.
Well, I will say I wasn't ready for Christmas something.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. I didn't want to dress festively, but I'm wearing red. That's all you're going to get from me.
I will say, when everyone arrived into our production call, I explained the show. Then a few moments later, you said, hey, did you send us what we're doing tonight? And I said, oh, it's the Holiday Wheel of Wonder. And then you mentioned that, hey, it seems like everyone's festively dressed. Are we talking about Christmas tonight? And I said, yes, it's the Holiday Wheel of Wonder.
No, I chose my background to be dark. I'm still in my dark period until a day before Christmas.
The day before, so Christmas Eve.
Yes.
I can't believe this. Well, let's move on. Dimitri, you're shoveling food into your face live on the air.
I'm at the bar, and they're serving a delicious Christmas stew. Because if Christmas means anything to me, James, It's about gifts. It's about wholesomeness. It's about spending time with friends and family. But honestly, it's all about food. I love eating Christmas food. I love eating food around Christmas. It tastes better. There's more of it. And honestly, it's great to spend it and share it with friends.
All right, well, before we get to the wheel, I'm curious to know how many of us, and we know Marilyn's answer, have activated Christmas mode. Obviously, I have over a week now. Alex, let's go to you. In addition to Marilyn, you're not looking particularly festive tonight.
Well, yes. Yeah, I didn't get any comms from your production assistant, Deb, so I wasn't prepared. I assumed it was going to be holiday related, but I thought, maybe I'll just bring a festive spirit. Just
I like that
from the inside.
Okay, well, have you externally away from the show? Have you activated Christmas mode yet?
I kind of have. I'm like dipping my toe in, I'm like listening. I listened to the Love Actually soundtrack the other day, just like, kind of get into it. I watched You've Got Mail, which is a sort of a Christmas movie.
You're dipping your toes with not flagrant Christmas content.
No, we have a tree, but it's not decorated yet.
All right. So. Annabelle, let's go to you. You've clearly locked in, I believe, you put the tree up earlier than I did.
I did. I told you when I put my tree up, which is, I think it was the week before yours.
Yeah, I put mine up about 2 Fridays ago.
Yes, I did mine the second week of November.
Yep. Okay, so you're feeling it right now.
Yeah, I am. Christmas music all day.
Wow, all day.
Christmas lights. I started cutting out snowflakes for my windows. Yeah. I like
it. I'll jump in on the Christmas music all day. I've been playing vinyls nonstop for over a week now.
That's what I need to do next year is vinyl. I don't have vinyl yet.
I cannot endorse it enough. Marilyn, we know where you stand. You have not activated Christmas mode. When do you intend to?
Yeah, the day before Christmas Eve.
This is unbelievable.
Wow.
I went to my mom's house and I got upset. The only thing that she had was like a glass full of candy cane, and I was upset by that. I was like, why? Why did you do this? Is it worth it? And then that was it.
I've never seen Marilyn this salty, ever.
No.
What's also insane is that you've agreed, at least to me alone, to a variety of Christmas-themed events that I've booked you for.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm not ready yet at this moment this year. Like, I think
Is it possible that by night's end you'll be like, oh, I'm feeling it after this episode?
Meh, we'll see.
Wow, you heard it first. Meh, we'll see. Dimitri,
I think for me it's the November thing. Maybe when we pass into December, starting next week, I'll feel it a bit more. But I get quite upset that with this early celebratory habits that
the Christmas creep, as they call it.
Yeah.
Or as they call me. Dimitri, have you locked in yet? We know you're at a bar eating Christmas stew.
A little bit. I've also started cutting out snowflakes, and mine look a lot like James McGee.
Wow.
All right, enough fun.
He's eating some Christmas stew, but he's serving up some Christmas roast.
No, I haven't started yet. I do have like a little electric fire.
Hold on, let's talk about something for a second. I'm the type of guy that can laugh at myself. I love that joke.
Good for you, James.
Yeah.
Thank you. But you know what, Alex? You're the type of lady that can laugh at herself. I referred to you as Marv, one of the wet bandits, aka the sticky bandits. I felt a little bad after I said it, but I thought, old Brownie can take it.
No, come on, water out. He's the tall one, right?
Yes, yeah.
Please?
Daniel Stern.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, so you didn't say I look like Joe Pesci.
Yeah, Marv.
Yeah. Or you said I look like Marv.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Hey, excuse me, Harry. Harry is Joe Pesci.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
so
I said you look like Marv, which is
yeah.
And not Harry, who is
Right. Well,
incredible let's just say that I do incredible.
Yeah, great impressions all around, honestly.
Let's get into it. Are we ready for the wheel? Is there anything that scares us tonight? Annabelle, notoriously bad at the wheel episodes. Some reason.
Oh,
wow.
I don't know if it's notoriously bad. I think there was one wheel where I was not great.
I would say for the
Otherwise-
folklore and legend of the show, it's fun to have someone on the show who's allegedly bad at conversation topics populated on the internet wheel.
All right. Well, I'm feeling it tonight. I'm gonna be
All
better.
right.
He's
Yeah.
gonna win the wheel.
Whoa.
How much wine have you had, Annabelle? Because I've had a little bit.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've had none yet. Maybe I should go get myself something.
Oh boy, here we go. Maybe it's one of the wheel topics. Without further ado, folks, the wheel is about to come on screen. We've got all sorts of topics, don't we, James?
That's absolutely true. 8 topics, each merrier than the last.
Well, James, you obviously did graduate high school because we're at 9 topics.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's right, guys. I didn't graduate high school. I can't tell the difference between 8 and 9.
You know, they look
Sick.
so close.
School level math.
All right, James, hey, how about we put all that stuff behind us and we get spinning?
Yeah.
All right, here we go,
Spin it.
folks. First spin of the night. Oh, what's it going to land on? I hope it's wine.
I'm excited for this. I'm very
It's
excited.
going to be a good episode. Oh, we're going to start with, is Christmas sexy?
No. Haunted.
An eternal topic on this show. It's the topic that won't go away. Is Christmas sexy? For those who don't know, who were not watching in 2020, me and Dimitri had an hour-long debate about it. Annabelle, let's go with you. Is Christmas sexy?
I would say yes.
Oh. Mamma mia. I knew you were going to answer that way because something about you changed after I asked. Would you like to... What about Christmas feels sexual? The time you spend
I
with
would say
family?
that
Is
I've
it shopping for
evolved.
your kids? Is it the improv parties?
Yeah. I think now that I'm single again, it feels sexier now.
Now,
Yeah.
what makes this time sexier than just, normal single time?
Well, I just think like as a married person, it became like more about responsibility and throwing the parties and all that kind of stuff. But now that I'm single, the parties take on a different vibe.
Okay, so going to a Christmas party for you might mean like, hey, I might smooch.
Maybe mistletoe's exciting again.
All right.
How many of you have gotten caught under the mistletoe?
I've never been caught under the mistletoe.
Has anyone ever been caught under the mistletoe?
No, I've tried.
The myth. It's an urban legend.
You've tried to be caught under the mistletoe or to
I
catch?
loaded every single doorway with that herb, that sweet Christmas herb.
Yeah, I've seen him lurking.
Yeah, watch out, folks. For future improv parties. Alex, talked about this on the show. Is Christmas sexy?
Look, I don't know. I don't know.
But you,
Wow.
but you know there's something about it that ain't totally wholesome.
Yes, exactly. And look, yeah, I think it depends on the context.
Yes, Alex.
Depends on if there's sexy people involved, anything,
But is that
anything
any different than
sexy.
any other party?
Yeah, because I think so.
Is it as
Christmas.
sexy as Halloween or New Year's or
See,
a summer
don't-
event?
I don't actually think Halloween is sexy. I know.
Oh, this
Like
is
record
an incredibly hot
scratch.
take.
Yeah. Because it's
Whoa.
well. Anyway, we're not talking about whether I think Halloween is sexy.
Yeah, I'm done with Halloween. Halloween.
Yeah,
stinks.
it's background. Yeah, I think that because Christmas has sort of this like possibility of like, oh, it's the end of the year and like
That's
we're all
New Year's.
celebrating, and it's like, ooh, I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's a blank
like,
slate in a couple of days. Might as
But
well
is
leave something
that
behind.
is that sexy or maybe like
I
fun or romantic?
Well, it depends on what your definition of sexy is. Like, if it's
Great
like,
point.
ooh, like, I don't know. And also, another thing is, I think people let themselves like be a little naughty
Okay.
because they know that the new year is
Oh.
coming, and then they're going to be like, oh, well, it's the new year. I'm going to have to like be good. So,
But here, this is my take on that. You're putting a lot of conditions on it. It's always
yeah,
but the new year.
yeah.
Everything it starts with Christmas, but it's the new year.
Well, I'm just saying,
is it possible that what you're saying is the end of the year is sexy? Like,
It
I
could
can make
be.
some errors and they'll all be
Well,
sexy
I mean,
and
are we
washed
talking
away.
specifically Christmas, or is it like the holiday season?
Christmas?
Christmas in particular. I mean, aesthetically, well,
I know I'm
actually-
always looking for sexy singles at church basement bazaars.
Exactly.
You
Well, you
too.
know what? The color red is it's a sexy color. And it's incorporated in Christmas a lot.
There's a reason
So is
Donald
gr-
Trump
so
wore the
is-
tie.
So is
There
green,
you go. Thank you.
So is
Thank
green,
you.
so is gold, so is silver though.
Well, silver is a colder color, but
All right, James, move to me.
yeah.
And
let's
I'll
go
tell you
on.
what, there's no Christmas songs that feature the word red in it. There's Silver Bells, Blue Christmas.
Okay, but
Hold
what
on,
about the
Dimitri.
song?
We know
What
where
about Santa Baby?
Exactly.
Santa Baby. It's pretty
Thank
sexy.
you.
that's a very
Santa
cheeky.
Baby.
It's a very cheeky song. But the question
Yeah.
isn't is Christmas cheeky? Is Christmas sexy?
You said cheeky.
Or the weather
Never said
outside
cheeky.
is frightful. The fire is so delightful.
Oh, yeah, come
yeah. That
on.
one's a real.
Yeah, and
sexy
since
song,
we've
too.
no place to go, it's not. And since we've no,
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong song.
let us
That's the
go.
wrong song.
Hey, you're not thinking of that one.
No.
Oh
That's the
my
one.
God.
There's
I'm
and
thinking
you know
of the one that's Oh shoot! is
what?
that
Baby, it's
song?
cold outside.
Yeah, that's it.
Very cheeky song. So is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Guess what? It's about mom and dad making out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
well, it's sexy for mom and dad. Like they're having a good
Yeah,
time.
Dimitri, it sounds like it was
naughty.
sexy for Dimitri seeing his mom and dad kiss.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there's a reason you were born in September, James.
He's got that mistletoe.
I want to go to Marilyn. Marilyn, you've said nothing. You've not interjected, but you're taking it all in. How do you feel?
Well, I wanted to go and support Alex because I think there's circumstances to it in a way.
It
And
doesn't
you know,
exist in a
whatever, there's all
vacuum.
these movies, these Hallmark movies, but James, you said the right word.
Those are romantic.
Romantic, exactly. That's what I was gonna. So I don't fully, yeah, I agree with the sexy, but the romantic and the
Very romantic.
people getting to friendliness, but friendliness can evolve with maybe a drink and some mistletoe. So I can see it reaching possibly a level of
Yeah,
sexy.
And
but-
yeah, that's the thing.
But
I'm not saying
romance
that
can be sexy. That's
What's
the
that
thing.
now?
Romance can be
Yeah,
sexy.
just I think
Romance-
sexiness and romance and sexiness. There's a
But,
little
but
bit
here's
of each
the thing:
yeah.
romance is not exclusive to Christmas. We're talking about what about Christmas is sexy? Because
You just said.
everything that you're applying can be applied to Halloween, New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day. One of the big arguments was, oh, parties, Christmas parties. Any party can be argued as sexy.
Yeah, but okay.
I have an
Christmas
answer.
parties, like people are dressed up, they look their best. You know.
What,
That's
what about a
sexy.
graduation party?
Well,
People are
I don't
That's
dressed
not
up.
sexy.
What about a New Year's party?
Well,
Guys, yeah, okay, all right.
we're not debating it.
I've had a lot of time to think about this. Everyone knows.
Yeah,
where I
3
stand.
years since you lost the debate.
3 years I've been waiting. 3 years. Here's
Here,
the
let's
deal
hear
with
it.
the Christmas. So when we say Christmas, I want to be very clear about something. Halloween is on one day. We don't celebrate Halloween all month long. Okay, there's a reason you put your tree up
I'd
early
argue
is
that
because
people
you
do.
celebrate the holiday season. So when we say Christmas, I want to make something very clear. We are talking about the month. We are talking about the month because the month is the holiday. We all celebrate
Yeah.
throughout the month. Why? Because we all get
People,
invited
people
to.
do Halloween things throughout October.
Fine, but you have
Not
to
for
agree
me.
that when we talk about Christmas, it's the month long. It's December, and the reason for that is because there's many holidays.
Well, for me,
Or,
it starts in November.
Exactly my
Wow.
point. So there's lots of parties throughout the month, and I'll say this about the Christmas season: there's more parties around Christmas than any other holiday. And what happens at these parties? People are looking their best. There's work parties, there's friend parties, there's all sorts of house parties. It's cold outside for the most part. People are inside, they're looking spiffy, they're drinking eggnog, one of the biggest parts of
Yeah,
the
one of the
Christmas holiday.
sexiest beverages.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a
Certainly
little bit of
implies
rum?
some things.
What now? What's the implication, Annabelle?
Go ahead, Annabelle.
Oh, I don't know. I
Bring it
don't know.
home.
But again, you're talking about parties. Parties can be sexy. What about a summertime party where people are scantily clad?
No,
Not the
it's more
same.
You're just filling up on hot dogs.
Yeah, Dimitri say it's a build up. It's a
Sexy.
build up
It's a
of
build-up.
various.
Also has implications.
Implication, Annabelle. Marilyn, let's go to you.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I agree with Dimitri that it's the buildup of all these different parties. You know, you have some with your colleagues, you have some with your friends, you have some with your family. So this buildup of multiple parties usually puts you in an extra good mood, just because you have all these occasions to be with people. So I kind of like Dimitri's argument. But
This is what I'm saying. I'm not
I-
saying anything that he's saying is wrong.
But
I
the
think-
sexy bit is still like, I mean, the sexy bit is because, like, whatever, Alex is right too. You're dressing nice. You're feeling sexy. If you feel sexy, then you're out there looking good and having
this
a good
is all
time.
I'm saying is that the things that have been brought up at these parties, I don't disagree with, but I think they can be applied to almost any party.
I'm
It's-
saying
But
that
what we're
there's
saying,
fundamental
there's multiple.
There's
parts.
nothing exemplary about Christmas in this. Like being well dressed at a party is not exclusive to Christmas.
I think I know what the
Okay.
real...
Wanting to look your best is not exclusive to a Christmas party.
I know what's going on here.
Hold on now. Work parties are not exclusive to Christmas. There's Saint-Cassettes all the time that happen. People get intoxicated and make out at Les Trois Brasseurs. Now, if you're going to sit here and tell me people are dressing up as Santa, hold on now, Dimitri.
Come on, James.
I
You're
get-
killing me here.
I'm saying there's nothing exclusive to Christmas that is different than any other party.
But
But come on, there's all the sort of Christmas themed lingerie. There's all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
But you
that
got to
comes out
admit,
at
James,
Christmas.
Mistletoe.
there's something different about a Christmas party than your average party. Like, come on.
I
What are you saying?
agree. There's something. It's a Christmas party, and also mistletoe.
Holidays.
Mistletoe was just brought up, but none of us have ever been caught under it.
That's true.
James.
And hold on now.
We're not
Annabelle,
sexy.
I've been holding
to
on
your-
now.
Hold on. To Annabelle's
now.
point, Annabelle brought up Christmas lingerie. There's Valentine's Day lingerie. There is Halloween lingerie.
But we other holidays can also be sexy.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
doesn't
agree.
just because there's like
But
Halloween is sexy has Halloween
if we're
lingerie.
hedging our bets just on Christmas lingerie is sexy.
It's also the movies.
Maybe to
Every-
some, not to me. I think it's
I
obscene.
agree. Listen to
You think it's
Marilyn's point.
obscene?
Listen to
I think
Marilyn's
lingerie is obscene. Let's go to Marilyn.
Wow. Okay.
I just wanted to come back to the movies, like all these they're the romantic bits, but you know, when you see like a Halloween movie, maybe there's a couple, but there's not that romantic part is not.
No, they're
excluded,
having
you know?
sex in the Halloween
Yeah.
films.
Yeah,
It's and Halloween. You never see a dirty sex scene in a Christmas movie. That was cut out of Home Alone when Harry and Marv go to
I was
town.
gonna say, no one was banging in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, High Score Run, legendary viewer writes, every party is sexy is what James is saying. I'm saying that every party has the possibility of being, like, New Year's Eve isn't sexy. Everyone is specifically going out like, oh, I hope so. Every single wants to be kissed on New Year's Eve.
Let's just say what it is. James,
Everyone wants to
James,
cheat on
now,
New Year's
hold on
Eve.
now. James, you
Half an hour into the show.
James,
We've
you
done one topic.
let's just say what it is, James. You've never gotten lucky on Christmas.
and
No,
hard
I
to
think
believe.
I think sexual activity on Christmas is obscene.
You're the fucking people who ban dancing and dirty dancing.
Let's move on to the
Wow,
next
yes.
topic. I love it.
Wow, fired up. What a great, wholesome
Great
discussion.
start.
Yeah,
Great start.
It's a great
Yeah.
start. Here we
It is
go.
a great start.
Let's keep going. I'm fired up. I
And
didn't
if
even
you like
use my
that topic,
beef.
it'll be on the wheel next year.
It always is. Oh, here we go. Record scratch. Christmas dinner.
Oh, now we're getting. This is sexy to my interests. I'm curious to know
Yeah,
what.
but James, you can have dinner any time of year.
Yeah.
Hold on. No.
Hey!
Christmas dinner is not like your regular dinner. No one's having turkey in the middle of June.
I have turkey all the time.
Too hot.
Hold on. Now I have turkey other times of the year.
Yeah. What about turkey Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Well,
And
yeah.
many people in Quebec don't do turkey for Thanksgiving. They do a jambon.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you,
the
Marilyn.
jambon.
Me and Marilyn, birds of a feather. I want to talk about what we would consider the ideal Christmas dinner based on our interests, our favorites, or the ones that we've just had more often than others. Even if it's not our favorite, it just happens to be tradition. Annabelle, let's go to you.
We normally have a turkey with two types of potatoes, some
Name
carrot
them.
and parsnip.
Name the potatoes.
One is a roast potato, and the other is a cheesy kind of dauphinoise type of sliced with lots of cream and
Yeah, it sounds like
everything. It's
scalloped
delicious.
potatoes.
Yeah, scallop. Maybe that's what it's called.
You're eating
I'm not sure.
scallops.
And then you're having parsnips and carrots, so you're kind of doing
They're like mixed together.
category.
Yeah, and then Brussels sprouts are normally on
Yep.
that plate too. Gravy and stuffing and yeah, like classic.
This is what I want to urge the viewers to pick whose Christmas dinner sounds the most appealing to them. Annabelle sounds very good. Dimitri, let's go to you.
Oh, okay. Well, there's definitely going to be a turkey involved. Some gorgeous stuffing. It's kind of like an old family recipe. It's got
What
a Greek
makes the
twist.
stuffing gorgeous?
It's just glistening
It's
and fat.
It's
been
squeezed
cooking
out
for
of
a while.
lingerie.
Oh, and it's in a stocking. Beautiful stocking.
Yeah.
What else? You got some yam. You got some beautiful greens. You got some maybe a little.
Let's move on. This is inane. Marilyn, let's go to you.
What's wrong with that? I say
The guy's preloading everything with some adjective that he would use to describe a woman.
Because Christmas is sexy.
For you.
long ham.
Well, I mean, it depends. The really good dinners that I've had were with like my extended family, like my mom's sisters, and everybody has their specialty. That's quite nice. So my mom does some of those classics, like a tourtière du lac Saint-Jean, which is like a multi-layered, and she also does the famous pain sandwich. Well, that's my aunt who does that, the pain sandwich.
C'est quoi ça?
So, we had a
Marilyn, please take it away. You brought some onto the show.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Dave and myself, 2 years ago already. Let's go to Marilyn to discuss the pain sandwich.
Yeah, pain sandwich is like, if you look it up, there's a Wikipedia article you could look up pain sandwich, and we learned that it was a weird thing that was, from the 50s, but the Quebec tradition stayed on. So basically it's a horizontally sliced bread that has a layer of let's say egg salad, and then a layer of maybe ham salad, and then another layer of some chicken something, and all this is covered in cream cheese. It looks like a log. It's basically a savory log, and it's usually part of a Christmas tradition in Quebec still. It's
I wonder if anyone's appetite started to whet at the sound of savory log.
Sexy.
That's Christmas, baby.
I saw that episode, Marilyn, and then every time I see that bread, I think of you. But isn't that nice? But do you eat the sandwich with a fork? You don't eat it.
No, because it's quite big. It's really a log, so you make it little slices, and it looks kind of like a cake. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's got all these layers, but it's savory. So it's one of my favorite things, but I think I need a break. That year that we had some, I had so much of it. I think I ate 2 of them, and I'm gonna take another break this year of pain sandwich.
Alex, Christmas din.
Well, as you know, I'm a Nova Scotian, so we do a big roast haddock. We roast a whole haddock.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
What's that?
No, you don't.
Yeah, and then we do we do a thing where we put Velveeta with a bunch of fried onions in mashed potatoes, and you just mix that all up, and then that's the stuffing for the haddock. Yeah.
Alex, your Christmas dinner sounds disgusting.
Do people like
The
it?
Maritimes, baby.
Do you like?
What's
And
that?
also, let the record show Alex's mom makes hot dog soup.
She does, yes.
Wow.
I'm still waiting for the recipe.
That's right, Dimitri, I got you. That's what you're getting for Christmas.
Oh, big Tupperware of it. Hold on, I'm gonna put my cat away.
And then for dessert, we have fried bannock. We do bannock.
What's that?
What's bannock?
Yeah, it's a fried dough.
But is it sweet? You make it sweet, or what?
It can be, yeah.
because I've always had it like savory.
Right. Yeah. So,
Well, I want to see who the audience is voting for. I would say that my ideal Christmas dinner, also meat pie, tortilla, mashed potatoes, some type of green. That's it.
Gorgeous green.
Some gravy. Yeah, no, a beautiful green. A stunning green.
With red and white sauce. Nice.
Yeah.
I choose, I think I'm going to go with Annabelle. I think that one sounded like the most traditional.
Wow, no one said anything for a long time there.
I
guess
thought there was going to be an audience member.
I guess we'll go back to
chiming
the
in.
wheel in a moment. High Score Run also chiming in, quote, I'd eat at Annabelle's.
That's pretty cool.
So Annabelle, 2 votes. No one wants Marilyn's meat pie, my meat pie, or Alex's Nova Scotian feast.
He's so traditional. How can you be so traditional and want Christmas to be sexy? If you want it, you gotta change it up. Like,
Yeah.
so, you know, I feel that there's something that doesn't add up here.
Yes,
When
thank you,
said
Marilyn.
savory log, Marilyn, that I was reconsidering. All right, we spin the wheel. We keep on.
Spin it again.
You want me to spin it twice? Least favorite Christmas songs.
Now, we had a full episode of this last year called Worst Christmas. I thought it would be fun as a little micro topic here. Our least favorite Christmas songs. We could probably blast through these real fast.
Yeah.
Unless someone wants to veto someone's response. Least favorite Christmas songs. Let's just start throwing them out there.
The Mariah Carey one. I don't like that.
All I Want for Christmas Is You. That was very controversial last year when one Jason Grimmer brought this up. Why do you dislike it?
I think it's just overplayed.
Overplayed. But does that make
Yeah.
it one of the worst? You know what? I take that back because this was least favorite. I can't defy you because that's right. That's a good enough reason. I thought it was still 2022 and we were at the worst. So you just had enough.
I just don't like. I don't ever want to listen to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's played a lot. Did Justin Bieber try to do like a Christmas hit and it sucked? Like ass?
Under the Mistletoe, and
Yeah.
his song sucks.
It sucked. I remember listening to it and I was like, "Fuck you for trying."
I brought that one up on my list last year because I don't really like his vocals. It doesn't sound like a Christmas song, and he sings that he'll be under the mistletoe, shorty with you.
See, there's nothing Christmas about
Shorty?
that.
What?
Yeah, he's like shorty
That's
with
not sexy.
you.
I think it's
Stinks.
shoddy.
shoddy.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say it like that. Any other least favorite Christmas songs?
The Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, another one that was reviled last year. Why? Why do you dislike it?
It's just boring. I'm like, I don't know.
That's true.
I like instrumental versions, and I do like the Bing Crosby and David Bowie version.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, with the exception of their version, yeah.
This is the thing. There are many versions
Their version's
of
really
Christmas
good,
songs,
though.
so you can like
Yeah.
one and dislike
Yeah.
another.
Yeah, that's my situation because I love their version. I forgot about it.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Frank Sinatra and Cyndi Lauper that I can't stand.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I don't love War is Over. The
No, I
John
do not like that one. It's not
Yeah.
fun.
It's too long.
Well, that will
Yeah.
most certainly come up in a couple weeks when we have the full-length Bummer Christmas songs.
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
The saddest Christmas songs that can be both good and bad. So yeah. So this is Christmas.
Yeah. Because it's
Yes.
always for the Save the Children commercial, too. Like, that's
Yeah.
when.
Yes.
Well, Celine Dion also has a cover of that song.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Our one and only Celine.
Yeah.
Marilyn, how about you?
Beautiful treasure.
Least favorite Christmas songs?
I can't come up with anything like by name, but for sure my mom has some kind of CD from like Linda Lemay, Chante Noël, that I probably would not like. Yeah, and you wouldn't like it either. You think it sounds good, but I'm sure you've never listened to Linda Lemay, Chante Noël, James.
Well, I've got a variety of Quebecois Christmas albums here. And then I heard a song recently who I thought was a Quebecer, but I found out he's Acadian. This old stoner-looking singer named Kyres.
Oh, never heard of him.
And there's the French version of "Oh Christmas Tree," which is "Mon Beau Sapin."
Mhm.
But
Oh, yeah.
his is a comedy version where he goes, Mon beau sapin que j'ai fumé au party de Noël.
Oh,
Which-
that's hilarious.
My Christmas
So
tree that I
funny.
smoked last year at the Christmas party. I loved it.
I was gonna say that's right up your alley.
my pick is this song called the Christmas Shoes. It's a song about a little boy whose mother is dying, and he wants her a pair of Christmas shoes, and it's just so. It's not good and it's sad.
How does that go again?
Mother at the grocery store,
No.
and right on open wide.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Dimitri,
how
how
did make a movie about it?
What?
more? I want more.
You want another one from me?
Yeah, I want everyone to go around Tour du Village twice.
I have a hard time with Blue Christmas by Elvis.
Oh, my God,
what?
why?
Yeah, yeah.
Pourquoi?
I think it's the worst part about Christmas, which is that Christmas is not meant to be like solemn. It's meant to be fun and
But
we're supposed
I'd
to
argue
make noise and
the
have.
song is sung with a sense of it's like
I had a blue.
no, that's not what it is. It's
Christmas without you.
yeah, it's not, I think. How do we feel about Blue Christmas, Annabelle?
I think it's a sexy
like it.
song.
Oh my, it's
There
not
we go
sexy.
again.
Alex, what do you think? Blue Christmas.
I think it's a good song. I think it's
Marilyn?
sexy.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming in the chat, the resident rock star of this show, Marlena Moore, writes in all caps,
Oh yeah.
Dimitri, what? And then there isn't even a the, it's just the F word. What F? I'm so mad. But you know what? I love a hot take. Annabelle, any other picks for least favorite?
Oh, this is my least favorite subject on the
Yeah,
wheel.
you're bad at recalling songs.
Yes.
All right, we'll take a
I'm
second
sure
to think
there
about it. Alex,
Yeah.
any other picks?
I'm just looking here, and I just discovered that Jessica Simpson and Ashley Simpson have a cover of The Little Drummer Boy.
Wow, that sounds.
I feel like
horrific,
that's.
and
yeah.
I need to listen to it.
I
How
know.
do you feel about Paul McCartney's "Wonderful Christmas Time"?
I like that song.
I like that one.
It's jaunty.
Universally
Yeah.
reviled, though.
Really?
It's often on the list of the worst of all time.
Wow.
Any other picks? Well, there you have it. Annabelle, any other picks?
No, but I was remembering when I was growing up, I really liked the NKOTB Christmas album. It was I don't know if it
Sure.
would hold up now, but I loved it when I was a kid.
Yeah. Isn't there a song "Christmas is for the Kids"?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one may not be great now.
I'm sure that whole album is quite bad by today's.
I have good memories of it too. I lost my vinyl. I had it on vinyl, and
You
lost
did?
it. I did.
See?
I have it on a tape
I've been
somewhere.
looking for it on vinyl just because I want to own it, not so much that I want to listen to it. I've got a few Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas albums that you can't really surpass a couple songs without it getting too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's move on to the next topic.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
I like it. It's getting very spirited.
That's what the holidays are all about. It's about
Yeah. Christmas is
about fighting.
more about arguing with each other.
Yeah,
than
it is.
Well, it is.
all right, folks.
Which is also sexy.
Best gifts.
Yeah, have we
Yes.
received any gifts over the years that have stood out to us as just absolutely incredible? Now, this is a big question to throw on you, so take a second to think about it.
I got an iPod in high school.
Well, look, it still sticks with you.
Of course. It was an iPod. Come on.
Yeah, that's a huge gift for a high schooler. An iPod.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, it was awesome.
Was this during the time of the iPod commercials? One, two.
I think so. Yeah. It was like what the height of the iPods.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It was exciting.
All right, so we got an iPod. Annabelle, any gifts that stand out?
I mean, I have gifts that stand out, but not of the good variety.
Hold on, because that topic might be popping up later on.
Okay, well,
So you're
forget about
telling
that.
me you have no good gifts that come to mind.
You know what? When I was a child, I really wanted Mariah Carey's cassette, and I got that. I was really excited about that. And I wanted Doc Martens, and I got that as well. And I love it.
There you go. Okay, Marilyn,
Yeah.
gifts. Good gifts that stand out to you.
I can't remember. I'm a single child, so I feel that I probably had some good gifts because that would have been sad. Like, but I just can't remember now. Like, I can't recall something like amazing, special. Probably like some Lego thing that I really wanted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, what about in your adult years, though? What about in your
adult years?
Let's settle our tea kettle for a second, Annabelle.
I don't want to forget my kids have made me some beautiful artwork over the years, and like
You said
diligence right now.
there's one that's actually hanging up right there. It's really
Okay.
lovely.
Okay,
So-
Annabelle, we get it. You love your kids.
You love your kids.
No.
Marilyn, you're telling me that you haven't received any gifts that stand out even as a grown up?
No, because then I stopped receiving and giving gifts as a grown up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Marilyn is really outlawing
Jesus
Christmas on this
Christ.
episode.
Yeah, my goodness.
Dimitri,
that
you?
moon's getting
Rude's
bigger.
here.
You're turning the werewolf.
Yeah.
When I was young, yeah, I'll never forget this gift. I got a Game Boy Color, and it absolutely shattered my existence. And I didn't put it down all Christmas break, and that was awesome. I remember very fondly playing Pokemon in this very kind of narrow one person. I was about to say love seat. That's not what it is. Like a one person couch. And I remember being in this really.
You mean a chair?
Just a chair. No, but it was a sofa chair. And then being just kind of like in a weird kind of like position with my Game Boy just like 2 inches away from my face. So that was awesome. And then in recent memory, I got some really cool pairs of underwear that I love a lot.
Get him what he really wants this holiday season. Cool underwear. What made them cool?
Yeah.
There's some pretty cool. I'm looking at them right now. There's some pretty cool they're the MeUndies.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Do you have those?
Oh yeah.
I do not know. I wear boxers.
I might get you
I've heard
some
of them, though.
MeUndies for Christmas, James. Are you a boxer brief or are you like a
Boxers.
You're a Oh, you like all that room, huh?
I love all that room.
I don't like it. I need the security.
All right. Ladies.
So interesting.
Yeah, let's talk more about that.
I want to hear more about that.
Uh-oh,
What
James,
would you
your
like to
mic's
hear?
on.
Very like, yeah, but boxers is very like high school. You know, I feel like
It's I like the freedom that they provide.
Keep your guys sort of out loose. Yeah. Do you have any Christmas boxers? I bet you do.
No, I do not. Doctors
Okay.
also recommend boxers.
Oh, okay.
Not my
Trust
doctors.
me, I know. Annabelle,
I guess it's like a similar debate with women if they're gonna wear thongs or boy briefs or it's the same kind of.
I feel like at least with boxers or boxer briefs, there's very little in between. It's just like, okay, do you want like tightness or not? There's nothing invasive about either though, like the thong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but James, we're not talking about a very Christmas specific undergarment.
There's other underwear.
I'm talking about the long john.
Yeah, but those like yeah.
You need to wear
Yeah,
underwear.
guys, I don't wear
with
boxers or briefs. I wear long johns.
I don't wear underwear with my long john. I just wear long
You
john.
don't?
No,
I
it's
wear
all
underwear with
What?
my long johns.
It's all
Yeah.
underwear.
No, it's not.
It's all one big underwear.
Yeah, come on.
Do you wash it every time you wear it? Like underwear?
Do you
Do you
guys
wash your
watch
underwear?
every single one of your underwear
Yeah.
every time you wear it? Alex
Yeah,
Brown's
I
about
know.
to look at me in the eyes and tell me you wash your underwear.
So
after
let me
every use.
just okay. So raise your hand if you wear underwear underneath your long johns.
Oh,
Whoa, man.
Right,
Oh,
so,
we have
Marilyn
well,
just
hold on,
kind
well,
of
Marilyn,
believe
do
in
you
long
wear
johns.
long
Like,
johns?
I don't
Not
acknowledge
really, but I
that.
was gonna support Dimitri because they used to put that hole in the long johns as
Yeah.
well, right? So you're supposed
There's
to
a
be
hole in
able
there.
to access your stuff, but I guess you could still wear underwear in
Just
in
like
it.
very long.
But they put a hole in jeans too.
Yeah.
Like it's not like.
And I'll say
No.
this as someone who has the hole in the front of their underwear, I don't use the underwear hole. I just
I feel like it's
let's move on to the
really
week.
it.
Wait,
Let's
what
keep
the
it here.
fuck?
This is getting too sexy. We're talking about underwear.
Yeah, this is so sexy.
Yeah, there
It's
you go.
Christmas is sexy.
You're not supposed to wear them as underwear. I've been doing it wrong.
Not underwear.
That's crazy. They're
it's an
all, it's all one
undergarment.
big underwear. All right, we've landed on Christmas specials.
All right, now we talk Christmas movies a lot.
The red nose. Oh, oh shit. Yeah, you might be right. I lost audio for some reason for you guys. Oh, weird. I don't know. Something happened, but something got slid. All right, everybody's back.
And we're back.
Hey.
Okay, so just as a recap, we've landed on Christmas specials. Annabelle, you like watching The Rudolph.
The Rudolph. Yeah.
Alex, it sounded like you were going to second that.
Well, no, sure, like that's a good one, but I think the one that I'm always on the lookout for, like on TV, is the Charlie Brown.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. You won't find it on TV anymore because Apple holds the rights for it, and you can only stream it using Apple TV or Apple Plus, whatever it is.
Cool,
Mm.
very cool
Assholes.
and awesome.
Yeah.
I love
That one is my
the
favorite.
future. Otherwise, you know, The Simpsons, the very first episode of The Simpsons.
Yeah, where they get Santa's
get-
little helper.
Yeah.
Otherwise
that's-
known as Santos El Helper.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep cut.
There's a bunch. I don't know. Yeah, I like.
I
all of
really
them.
like the Garfield one.
Yes. when he
Very,
goes-
very emotional.
Oh
Pulls at
my
the
god!
heartstrings.
And his grandmother, who's like the really strong lady. Like
Oh
she's,
yeah.
She's like, and she's like, feel my abs.
Yeah, and then
Gone.
Garfield finds all of her love letters from her deceased
Yes.
husband. Yeah.
And then
Never
and
seen
then
it.
gives it to her for a present, like the next day. Which I'm like, wow, a cat giving
Yeah.
like, a woman a present.
Yeah.
Aw. Yeah.
Sad but too real.
Sad, but too real.
Marilyn, any Christmas specials stand out to you?
Well, I've never seen this one. I'm excited. The Garfield one. I want to look it up. But for me,
You can find that one easily on YouTube.
Yeah.
good. So on French TV, there's like ciné cadeau, which means like they
Yes.
have all these Christmas movies.
I found
like,
out about this recently from my Francophone friends, and they couldn't believe I had never heard of it. I found out about this 4 days ago.
Yeah. So basically, it's just a lineup of all these movies, like, you know, and they're just played like one after the other. And usually every year you can catch like, and there's a classic one now. I forget, La Guerre des Tucs.
Of
which
course.
is,
Oh,
like,
I've heard of
classic-
that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I don't know why it plays at Christmas. I guess because there's snow, but it's not very Christmassy. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, this is what I had found out, that there's a lot of non-Christmas things that play, like the Asterix and Obelix.
Yes, and
yeah.
for some reason that's very much associated with Christmas
Yes.
because it plays on Ciné Cadeau, but it's mostly because it's like comics and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so not all the movies are Christmas, but you seem to be watching a lot of these movies at Christmas time over
Yes.
like a 2-week period of time when the kids are off and stuff. Yeah.
All right, Dimitri, specials.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Annabelle, let's relax, Annabelle. You had your turn. We'll
Annabelle.
talk-
I was just saying that Marilyn touched on a good topic, which is that there's certain movies I watch every year at Christmas time, but they're not Christmas related at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's hold that thought, Annabelle. Let's
Yeah.
relax.
All right. Well, I was going to say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I think you mean the Rudolph.
Yeah.
the
The Rudolph.
Because I love Yukon Cornelius.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those bones.
The Bumble.
And
That's a great impression.
the snow guy.
Bumble.
The Abominable.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
him.
otherwise known as Snow Guy.
Snow guy.
Yeah, we're gonna just
Rudolph
reinvent all the
presents.
characters.
Snow
Tonight,
guy.
how will the Rudolph get away from Snow Guy?
Oh my god. Wait, can I add another one? Because
Yes.
it's regional from where I'm from.
Mhm.
Oh. The haddock in the stocking.
Oh,
It's called that's Boxing Day. It's called Christmas Daddies. and it is a fundraising
Annabelle
telethon.
is perking up big time.
See?
It's a Christmas telethon that's been on since the 60s, and basically people just like rent time and they go and they do different like talents, and like
Whoa.
like an old lady sings a song and then they're raising money like for children. Like it's just broadly like I don't know what it's
Why is it called
actually.
Have you ever
Christmas
felt
Daddy?
compelled
Why
to
is it
sign
called
up and do
Christmas
improv
Daddy?
on the show?
You literally could, James. You literally could.
It's a
called-
variety show.
It's a
Of all-
variety show
okay.
on TV. And I learned actually where the term Christmas daddies comes from. It's because the idea originally came from these two guys who were drinking in a bar in the 60s, and they were talking about how like we need to raise money for the children, and then they were like, let's do a telethon. And then
They're the
said,
Christmas daddies.
they're the Christmas daddies.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
So yes, it's a good time.
I'm in that bar right now.
Yeah, you are.
You
Yeah, I
are.
can see them right behind you, the Christmas daddies. Yeah.
I'd like to make mention of another great Christmas special. The At Home with
Okay.
James Christmas pageant happening on Sunday, December 17th at 8:30 p.m. live from Theater VME at Variations Mile End. Let's spin the wheel again, Dimitri.
Oh, God, what a great segue. I hope we land on something very cool. Here we go. I'm spinning the wheel. Whoa, boy. Oh, boy. Controversial. We've landed on Santa Claus?
Yeah, so we're just gonna talk about Santa Claus.
Okay.
Marilyn, let's start with you. What do you think about Santa Claus as a concept or as a person?
Yeah, I guess I'm okay with it. Yeah, I don't feel. I'm happy. I will just say this. I have these like Dutch origins, and over there they have like these black face, like little.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's a big story over there. So I think my
Winter
cousin.
Claus.
Yeah, that's it. So I mean, I'm happy that we don't do any of that. But apart from that, like, yeah, I guess I don't care too much about Santa Claus per se these days.
All right, okay. Alex, what do you think about Santa Claus? Jolly old Saint Nick.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm like Marilyn. It's not affecting my day to day, as an adult. But I like him, and like as a kid, I was like, this guy, like he's bringing me some presents. Like
Yeah.
I really was like, I was like, I wrote a letter to him every year.
Mhm.
One time I wrote a letter to him in the summer just to be like, hey,
Hey,
yeah.
Santa.
And he wrote back. He was like, I'm having a nice vacation. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was
Good
sweet.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Annabelle,
He's
what
a
do you
nice
think about Santa
guy.
Claus?
Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I really loved him.
Me too.
But I think
Yeah.
that if you analyze some of the sort of dynamics of Santa Claus, it is
Here
a little bit of
we
a
go.
strange thing, though.
Trying to cancel Santa.
No, no, but we were sitting on his knee, and
Mhm.
at finding out whether or not you've been naughty or nice.
I'll tell you what. There's probably family members whose knees kids sit on that are way more dangerous than old Santa Claus.
God.
Yeah, and they're the ones dressed like Santa.
Guys, also.
They're normally the one that dresses like Santa.
They're the
That's
guys dressing
true.
up.
You just
But
had
he
to bring
also
this
says
up,
who's been
Annabelle.
nice. He also talks about, you know what? Naughty has been co-opted into an obscene word.
Mm.
Okay.
I think it's awful how naughty is a way that people are like, oh, I've been naughty.
Do you think it's naughty how naughty is?
Yeah, I do. I think it is naughty in the traditional sense how naughty it is.
Mhm.
Dimitri, what do you think of Santa Claus? And keep in mind, we've got Santa Claus comes on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
does.
I will not talk ill of a gentle.
Yeah, he's a
gentle
good guy,
soul.
man.
Santa Claus makes time for everybody, for
Yeah.
all the kids, and even James. I think Santa Claus is pretty cool. Obviously, I'm going to tell my Santa Claus story. When I was a kid, I was really into Santa Claus. I thought he was magical. I thought he was amazing. I thought that the fact that he can traverse the land in breakneck speeds and deliver children toys was amazing. And then I left out cookies and milk for Santa one night, and I heard a rustling. And I came down in my onesie PJs, and I saw my dad shirtless eating
Kissing
cookies.
Santa Claus.
Making out with Santa Claus, eating all the cookies. And,
Wait, your dad was shirtless?
Yeah, he was shirtless at like 11:30 eating cookies and drinking a little bit of milk. And
Wait, hold on. What did he have on the bottoms?
Long Johns.
Did he have underwear on underneath it?
He was wearing lingerie.
Wait, did he see you?
Yeah, he saw me, and I was like, "Hey, those are for Santa."
You told him those are for Santa?
Yeah, I said, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Go back to bed."
Classic dad thing. Go back to
That's
bed.
when I found out that Santa wasn't real.
How old were you? That was last year.
That was last year.
Yeah.
This is an amazing story.
Yeah.
How would you define your dad's shape at that time?
I'm laughing because my dad was a 6'3", 375-pound man.
Man.
Just
A
pounding.
little kid creeping down the stairs expecting to see Santa Claus, but he sees his dad shirtless in long johns just eating someone else's treats.
Hammering a couple of cookies really late in the night. Oh God, I love that guy.
Go back to bed.
Go back to bed.
Do you think your dad remembers this?
Of course he remembers. I'm sure he remembers. He probably doesn't remember it. No, he doesn't
All right.
remember it. I'd love to bring him on the show though and ask him.
All right, let's do it. Dimitri, how many more topics do we have on the wheel?
Good question. We've got 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so let's spin the wheel. Let's see how much damage we can do here.
Okay, here we go. I'm very excited, James. We're gonna speed round these, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Spinning the wheel. Oh boy. Oh, I think very, very controversial topic. I'm very excited to talk about it. We're gonna talk about Réveillon.
Réveillon. Okay, Marilyn, I want to start with you. What do you think about Le Réveillon?
Okay, well, when I was younger, it was pretty much a big deal, like, because we'd often travel to go to family, and we'd do the whole, like, church thing at midnight.
Yeah.
And then we'd have, like, my mom has a huge family, so we'd have, like, a crazy buffet, and for me, it was crazy to eat. Like, maybe before we went to church, like, we ate at 8, and then we ate again at midnight. I really got excited by that, getting to eat
And then
at
did
night.
you open up the presents at midnight?
I don't remember. I feel like probably because we were out of town often, my parents would bring me like 1 or 2 presents.
Right.
And then I'd get the extra when I would come back home.
All right. So, Alex, I'm curious to know if you know anything about the Réveillon.
What is the Réveillon?
Marilyn, would you like to feel that?
Well, I'm not sure. I guess it's just like Christmas Eve, really.
Christmas Eve, but oftentimes it is ended with opening all your presents the night before.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, you basically do Christmas on Christmas night at midnight.
Oh,
What
I
do
don't
you-
like that.
Yeah, you don't like that. Now,
No.
I would say that most Anglophones don't do it. I think it's primarily a Francophone thing.
We had to one
Or
year.
so I think, but we'll get to it.
Well, one year they let us open one gift
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, and we had to campaign for that for like a week ahead of
Yeah.
time. We were like, just one. Like every day was like,
Yeah,
just
that
one.
was a classic. I did one on Christmas Eve too.
Yeah.
And I
then,
remember
yeah, we
one
never
year
did
my
it again.
sister, because when you're a kid, you're like, you've got your big gift, the big
Of
one.
course, yeah, you're like, okay.
I was
coming.
shocked and dismayed that my sister on Christmas Eve selected the big one.
Did she? Oh, we weren't even.
And
allowed to-
I think this kind of shaped my
Yes, this makes a lot of
disciplined
sense.
style of like Christmas here. Like, how could you do the big one on Christmas Eve when tomorrow's the day? It says a lot about me.
I can see
Yeah, but
little
then it's
James
like-
getting so mad
Yeah.
about that.
But
was
then
mad.
it's like, what is the point of Christmas Day then? If you're not getting up and opening your presents, like,
Okay,
who
well-
cares?
I also get mad at people when they like feel it and shake
Right,
it
yeah,
and try and
like,
figure it
Oh,
out.
I'm a
That's
big
really-
feeler and shaker.
Oh,
Are
that
you?
irritates me.
Well, I do it before I open it, and I will often
Oh.
agitate my mom trying to predict what the gift is before. And the thing is, I'm often correct.
I
But do you
always
do it well before, or do you do it like it's when people
No,
are?
I pick up, oh, what could this be? But shaking a gift, that's like putting on your long underwear over nothing in the morning. You gotta shake a gift.
gotta shake a gift a little bit. Also, I remember like trying to find the gifts ahead of time, like where are they keeping them in
Yeah.
the house?
Yeah,
And then I found out they were
very
keeping them with
naughty.
the neighbors
Alex, you've been
in my
naughty.
house. What's that? That's
been
naughty.
naughty.
Yeah. Look, I was in it for the gifts,
Annabelle, what do you think about Réveillon?
So when I grew up in Ontario and I heard about Réveillon, I was jealous. I wanted to have the gifts earlier because I could never sleep on Christmas Eve. I was so
What a
anxious.
What a
I-
feeling.
It was
The
just
best.
like and everybody else would sleep, and I was just pacing like the whole night. My mother had this rule about
Awesome.
I couldn't wake up anyone until 7,
Mhm.
and I couldn't understand how everybody else could sleep. I couldn't understand it.
Sad about the fact that you can just go to sleep on Christmas Eve now. least
Yeah,
I-
I guess so. Yeah, it's true. I don't have that same level of excitement, but
Now,
I
Dimitri, sorry,
remember it.
Annabelle, continue.
No, that's it. Réveillon was really, it seemed like a good solution for me at the time. But like when we're talking about, I never wanted to look for gifts. I really loved the element of surprise too.
Yeah, me
So it was
too.
like this like self-torture of
Yeah.
not being able to sleep, but also not wanting to break the rules. Like
Ooh,
in
very
my head.
naughty. Dimitri, let's go to you.
I think you already know the answer to this. I am an Anglophone, Greek, partially Francophone.
No.
I did Réveillon all the time throughout my entire existence. We opened all of our gifts the night of Christmas. I
Night
came
of
from a
Christmas
family.
or night of Christmas Eve?
Night of Christmas Eve. We opened all of our presents. I came from a family who loved Christmas. Don't get me wrong. We all enjoyed it. I'd be mischaracterizing them if I'd said otherwise. But we definitely wanted to get it done. I had a grandpa who, before going to bed at 9 o'clock, would come around to me and my cousins, hand us an envelope with $100 in it. He'd say "Merry Christmas," and then we'd take the money, and then he'd take the card back and he'd use it next year.
Yes.
And that's on Christmas
We
Eve.
can a thrifty king.
So that should give you everything you need to know about us. We opened all our presents the night of.
I'll say this. As a grown-up now, I feel like doing Réveillon would be awesome. Like Marilyn's talking about double buffets. Wow,
Yeah.
sign me
Oh
up.
yeah.
But also, I want to know, was Dimitri with family? Because that's the
Yes.
difference, by the way. By doing this on Christmas Eve, you're usually with your cousin, it's extended family, and everybody gets crazy. You open your gifts with. If you do it the next day in the morning, it's usually like a smaller family, right? People don't really come for breakfast to open gifts, right?
So I was
That's
usually with
true.
my cousins, with my entire. It's a big effing family. There's like tons of us over here, and we always met up at this cabin we used to all have. And yeah, you're right. It was crazy. And I'll say this about Réveillon: 20-something people all opening presents at the exact same time is fucking pandemonium.
Yeah, it
I've
sounds
never
wild.
experienced
Yeah.
that. I don't have a family. Like,
Yeah.
well, I have an immediate family, but I don't have an extended family.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Oh, and
We're
oh,
naughty.
All
also,
families.
when I growing up, it was me and my sister, my mom, and we would take turns like watching each other open gifts.
Yeah.
That's what I do
we
now.
do.
And so, but like when I was married, my ex's family, they all opened at the same time. Like, and the first time I witnessed
Wow.
that, I was like, "What is going?" Like nobody
Chaos.
wants
Yeah.
to see. Yeah, chaos. I did not
Yeah.
enjoy that.
We've all
chaos
got our
at all.
traditions.
Yeah.
Dimitri,
Yeah.
let's go back to the wheel. I think we got time for one more.
All right. I hope it's a good one. They can't. They're all good. All right. All right. All right.
You just like, what happened there?
Oh, interesting.
good.
We've landed on worst gifts.
Well, this is a perfect way to end this. Now, Annabelle, you talked about earlier on that you got a lot of gifts that are memorable for the wrong reasons. It's now time to dish the dirt.
So you were talking about like guessing gifts and so on. And so I had asked my dad for something. I can't remember what it was. And I had assumed that it was in this giant box that was wrapped for me underneath the tree. And I was like really excited about it. And when I finally opened it, it was the world's most hideous jacket. It was this acid wash, cotton stuffed shearling inside, like had no shit. It was the most hideous coat I've ever seen. And the disappointment was just all over my face. And I couldn't like hide it. I was like, what is this? This is awful. It
This
was
story really makes me sad because I feel like sad for your dad.
He was a terrible gift giver. He was notoriously bad at it, and I don't know why.
He's going
I
out
had
and
so
he's
much...
like, she's gonna love this.
No, I think he was like, "This is the cheapest gift I could probably get her." I'm being honest about my father. He was not great at gift giving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other
I'm
bad
sorry
gifts
that
that
makes
come
me
to mind?
sad, James.
Any others?
No, that's the big one. I remember.
All right.
The disappointment.
Alex, how about you? Bad gifts.
So, my dad, he's pretty good at gifts, but
I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah. Probably like, yeah, maybe like 5 or so years ago. He, my sister and he was really excited. He's like, I got you and your sister like the same thing, but you're both really gonna love it. And we were like, okay, sure. And then we open it and it's the freaking what's the thing where you put the phone on the thing like to take the photo? Like,
yeah, a
Oh,
selfie.
the selfie
Oh.
stick.
A
Selfie
GoPro?
stick.
Oh no, yeah.
He got us each a selfie stick, but he thought he thought he was like fire gift, like they're gonna love this. And we thought it was a joke gift. We were like, good one, Dad. And he was like, oh.
Jesus Christ. Fucking
Like he
dads
thought
are
he
getting
ate.
left out to dry out here.
Yeah, they can't all be fun stories like Dimitri finding his dad shirtless Christmas Eve. Marilyn, let's go to you. Any bad gifts, ways that your father let you down?
Well, there's many of that, but that wasn't Christmas. So I'm just gonna use the other topic because I thought it was funny. It's Christmas vacation. I just want to say I feel lucky. I got to spend Christmas with one family in France one year, and then the next year in Germany. So I got to do a full-on French Christmas, which is very exciting. They eat a lot of like seafood and they eat so much like fancy stuff, and I very much enjoy that.
Wait,
And
so hold on, you're bypassing the topic to talk
Yes.
about the other topic.
Yes, I decided to just cover the other topic because I thought that was more fun for me. Voila.
All right, well, at least we got that hint that, well, there's a lot of my dad disappointed me. Dimitri, do we want to go 4 for 4?
Unfortunately, I'm going to combo breaker. I'm going to talk about the time my mom disappointed me with a
Ooh.
gift. God bless her. She knows I'm a big video game guy, and I was when I was a kid. So she went out and she got me the hit video game at the time, which was
Lee
Fall.
Carvello's putting challenge.
It was Cabela's hunting tourney.
Yeah.
No, it was called Fallout 3, and she went to Walmart to go get it, and she came back with the French version of the game, which really broke me to my core.
How old were you?
What's that?
How old were you?
I was like 15 or 16. When did that game come out?
It broke you. Your mom put all this work in it. All you gotta do is return the damn game.
Yeah, I did. I ended up returning it, but I felt so bad for her because she had no idea.
Good.
I was like, oh, I feel really bad about this, but also I'm never gonna play this fucking thing. So it's never easy to be like, hey, this is sucks. Like we have to return this.
But there's a way to do it where it's like, oh, Mom, you actually got me the French version. Do you think we could go do a swap for the English one?
Yeah, and that's what we ended up doing.
Isn't that crazy? That doesn't happen anymore with video games. All the languages are in the...
Yeah, true.
That's true. What about you, James?
You yourself, Dimitri.
Man, I was very fortunate as a kid. My family went all out. It was just gifts everywhere. They always ruled. Bad gifts. I don't know if I've ever been given a bad Christmas gift in my life. I truly don't. I don't think I have.
I have another one. I have another story.
And I will say that my dad never let me down at Christmas with presents because he was never around at Christmas.
Hey!
Annabelle, let's go to you. There we go.
Just
those are all the other kids he fathered.
I don't remember like who started it, but somebody one year got a really bad gift. It was like just this hideous vase-like object, but not a vase. It was just so we were all like, "What is this? This is so hideous." And then every year, someone else would get the vase.
Oh, that's
fun. We would just pass it on, and then you'd have to hold on to it until the.
That's
Christmas
great.
day.
That's a fun Christmas tradition.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we can cap this episode off with a bit of fun. We've done it. Week 2 of our holiday programming in the books. The Holiday Wheel of Wonder 2023 edition. Yeah, let's give ourselves a quick hand. We discussed a plethora of topics. There was some heated debates. There was a lot of staunch agreement as well as staunch disagreement. But I like to think that we all, in the end, came together over Christmas.
I think so too.
Oh.
I think so too, James. And nobody used the beef of the night.
It's true.
That's
Yes.
true. Not
Yeah.
one beef of the night. Not even
How-
during the sexy debate, which would have been prime beef
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Not a
True.
beef injection.
That must be the
Well
holiday
done.
spirit.
Must be.
Marilyn, are you feeling it a little bit now? Have you been?
Maybe a little.
Oh boy.
Well, if you're like Marilyn and you have yet to activate Christmas mode, I've got a huge announcement right here, right now. We all know this show happens every single Monday. Next Monday's episode is going to be preempted, and it will not happen on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, because we're going to do an episode this Sunday night. That's right, this coming Sunday. It is the 2023 Christmas Cookie Bake-Off competition. 3 bakers, Ariel DeRue, Monica Schneider, Hannah Cartmel, will be sending in their best cookie that they have baked for the judges, who are Dave Kaufman, Kathy Fagan, and myself, to taste test without knowing who baked what until a grand champion is crowned. Ariel DeRue defending her championship this Sunday. Marilyn, that'll get you in the Christmas spirit. I might even come over and eat some shirtless.
I might come over and eat some at your place, James, as a secret judge on your couch.
Ooh, I like that. Just hanging out in the back eating cookies, following in your father's footsteps.
I might.
I'll tell you what, I don't like it. I love it. For Annabelle Agnew, for Marilyn T, for Alex Brown and Dimitri Kyres, this has been tonight's episode. I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.